Interior, abandoned warehouse, night. Faint moonlight streams through high, broken windows, casting long shadows. Crates and derelict machinery are scattered around. Liam, in his 30s, desperate and agitated, confronts Chloe, also in her 30s, hardened and resigned.
Why? Chloe? After everything? After all those promises?
You know why. Promises shatter, Liam. Just like everything else in this life.
Don't talk like that. Not now. We built something. We had something real, and you walked away and left me to pick up the pieces.
There were no pieces left to pick up, Liam. It was gone. Before you even knew it, you just kept trying to build on ashes.
But we could have fixed it. We could have fought. We always fought, remember? That was our strength.
Our strength. Fighting. Our strength. It was our weakness. We fought so hard. We forgot what we were even fighting for. And then there's just nothing left to fight with or to fight for.
Just tell me. Was it ever real for you? Any of it?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. But it's not. Not anymore. And scene. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Retorted Show. I'm juiced, Burn, I'm juiced.
Oh, let's go.
I love getting juiced up. Juiced up with this drama. We're going right into some Who Dat Dude. I got some Who Dat Dude for you. Ready for the Who Dat Dude?
Shit, Maddie,
everybody's new favorite segment,
good.
Who Dat Dude.
We good.
We great, Daddy. So everyone's new favorite segment, Who Dat Dude. What we're doing is we're each going to tell a story from the first person, then we're going to give each other 5 people that we have to guess who they are. We have a maximum of 5 questions that we can ask about the story only, not about the person. If we only ask 3 questions, then we get some people taken away. And here I go. Burn, are you ready?
Maddie, Who Dat Dude?
Well, I'm about to tell you. I once broke all the salt and pepper shakers at Burger King. I once broke all the salt and pepper shakers at Burger King. Yeah. Oh, Daddy. That's what we doing. Statute of limitations have passed. Your possible people are myself, Matt Lavelle, the one and only Jason Bowers, former host of the show, guest of the show, Shake. Former host of the show, guest of the show, Strong Stem Steve Cabot. And, as always, everyone's favorite guest, Alan Bach.
Yeah, I already had him penciled in.
You knew it was B-Guys. It's some B-Guys every time.
Okay. I once broke all the salt and pepper shakers at a Burger King.
Talk to me, Daddy.
It's interesting. Was I employed by Burger King when this happened?
Nope.
Okay.
No, sir. No,
so
sir.
Not an employee.
Mm-mm.
Wow. So this is legit business hours. This is this is an aggressive move. Oh, and those S&Ps are not easy to break. I mean, they're pretty hard plastic. Okay. Was it on a dare?
No.
Not on a dare. Okay. Were you in middle school?
It was teenage, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, that time period. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yes. Oh boy.
That's 3 questions, right?
Yep. Yeah, my questions
Okay.
were you an employee of Burger King? No. Was it a dare? No. Were you in middle school? Yes. I would like to eliminate two names from the list.
Okay, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. We'll eliminate Daddy. I haven't done that in a while. We'll be
Yeah,
eliminating Jason Bowers and Shake.
fuck you. Of course, I knew it was a shake. God damn it.
So what you have left is myself, Strong Stem Steve
Sonic
Cabot,
Steve.
and the man, the myth, Alan Bach.
I have no more questions to ask.
Okay.
I don't know what I would have asked if I had a fourth question, which is why I wanted
Right.
the information. Like, I think I found out what I was going to do. Who that dude? I think that dude. Oh man, it's not you, Steve, or is it Bach? Is it Bach or is it Steve? Is it Steve or is it Bach? It's Bach. I'm going with Bach.
Of course you are. Of course. He's the best guest there is. He is the
And
ultimate wild card.
you've suckered me into into again, you've suckered me in. I've gone last week I went crazy Bach. This week I'm going Bach Jr. God
Yep.
damn it.
Here we go. All right. So I once broke all the salt and pepper shakers at Burger King, and the answer to that one is yeah, boy, old Uncle Matty, Matt Lavelle. That's right.
God damn you.
That's right.
What
So
happened?
here's the deal. Okay. So I was in, I think, like seventh or eighth grade,
That's a
right?
psycho move, bro. That's an insane
So it,
move.
oh, total psycho, total psycho. So I had a buddy of mine named John Deary, and great dude. And he had told me one time he had said like he had 50 cents left over from his order at Burger King, and he was sitting down at the table, and he was like he just got done an orthodontist appointment, and he used to have to ride his bike to the orthodontist, and on the way back he would stop at Burger King,
Oh,
and
that's
he
rough. That's
and
so
it's
rough. You
like,
ride your bike to the orthodontist, have them
oh,
crank your teeth, and ride it home. What a
dude,
hero.
Lansdale's a tough town, brother. All right.
Seriously.
You know, that's how you know you're tough. You're riding your bike to the orthodontist. I used to have to walk there in Chucks. Brutal. And we know Chucks are blue collar back then, at
Goddamn
least.
right you were wearing Jets.
Yeah. So either way, he had told me he just got bored while he was there, and he spun the quarter, and then he would take the salt and pepper shaker and like hit it on top of it, right? And the bottom of the salt and pepper shakers are like the thin plastic stuff. I broke up a computer screen, right? So that eventually he like would do it, and then he did it too hard one time. Like so, he spins the quarter, you know what I mean, like on its side or whatever. To stop it, he went like that, and the first couple times went flat, and then the last time the quarter went through the salt and pepper shaker.
And you were
So
like, no way, I have to see this.
I was like, that's awesome. So I legit rode my bike there. I didn't get anything. I had a quarter. I brought a quarter with me. I brought a quarter with me, and I just went to every table, spun it, smash. And there's two at each table, a salt and a pepper.
Yeah,
Spun
sure.
it, smash. Spun it, smash. Spun it, smash. I did it every table, and there was like a couple other people there, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah. And then I just left, and I don't think I've been back since. I don't
You
like
didn't
Burger
even get
King.
like a small onion ring just to like maybe make it look like you were there for a normal
Nope,
reason. You went in
not a
there
chance. It was
on your
breakfast time too.
on your bike,
Yeah.
park the bike, like no need to
Parked it
chain
right
it.
next to the fake whatever, I don't know what their mascot was, like a fries thing or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no need to put the bike chain on. I won't be here long.
No.
I'll,
I was a man on a
I'll be
mission.
in and out. God damn, that's beautiful. I mean, I
Because
love
then
that.
also, like,
I
once you
love
get
that.
the quarter out, right? Like, if you pull the quarter out, some stuff up, but you can just put it there because it's not like it was descending out
No,
while I was sitting there. So the next time someone used it, it was just
yeah,
like,
they pick it
oh.
up and it just dumps. Wow, wow,
Yep.
Maddie.
Pretty great. Pretty great. Hey,
That's
that's grade A mischief in middle school,
oh,
Daddy.
beautiful
Grade A.
mischief, right? And
Grade
like
A
if you
mischief.
even if you're the guy who's working at Burger King, like you're kind of pissed off about it, but you're also like a little impressed. Like this motherfucker came in here and just did this to every salt and pepper shaker we had. Like I'd be
Dude,
mad
because
if it only happened once, but like this is kind of hilarious.
because it kind of like it wrapped around. So there's like the counter, then it
Mm-hmm.
wrapped around on the other
Oh yeah.
side, and there was nothing on, like they couldn't see me. So I knocked out like half the tables, and no one could even see me. And I think they were like dealing with
Wing
customers.
thump.
Yep,
Wing thump. Wow.
dump, dude. Two at a table, daddy. Yeah, that's how daddy does it. I don't know
I
if they
haven't
have salt
seen
and
a
pepper shakers at Burger King anymore, but
there's not. And I think
I
you're
know one
probably
that didn't
to
have
thank
any.
for that.
All right, but that's my who dat dude. So
Who dat
what you
dude?
got,
Maddie Lavelle.
daddy?
All right. I'm gonna throw mine out there. Who dat dude? I used to shoot my free throws in basketball from the left corner of the free throw line. I'm not just talking about like, at the park. I'm talking about like I'm wearing a uniform playing for my
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Used to shoot my free throws. So, most people stand right in the middle of the free throw line, shoot their free throws. I would go all the way as far as I could go to the left and shoot my free throws from the left corner.
Hmm.
Your options are me, Gallagher, Murph, The Big Thrill, and Meeg. I really like this 5 spot. I'm going to roll with it for quite a while. Me, Gallagher, Murph, The Big Thrill, Nick Gill, and Mikey Style Shields, the one and only Meeg.
I'll tell you, I absolutely love the Big Thrill Nick Gill. I absolutely love him, and
The best.
he was early doors guest of the show. Just the
Mm-hmm.
best dude, the best dude. Big fan of him, fan of the show, fan of him. Okay, so let's talk about it. I'm thinking here, you shot from the corner of the free throw line, and dude? It's free throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I used to think it was free throw, like but like free and then fro like FRO for so
Listen,
long
listen.
because it sounds
There,
like free throw.
here's something for free. There were refs who were like, "You can't do that," and I was like, "Yeah, I can. Check the rule book. Like, just because you've never seen anyone do it doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
illegal. I can
just
shoot this
because
ball from anywhere behind the free throw line for my free
Yeah,
throw. That's the rule." But it freaked the refs out too.
yeah. Well, their
They,
dick just wasn't big enough to
they
handle it.
didn't like it. They didn't like it at all.
Can I ask? Okay, first
Mhm.
question: How old
Middle school,
and how long did you do it for?
the entire fucking season.
So okay, so it was 1 year.
At least,
Okay,
at
so it's
least
like
1 year.
you didn't start it in middle school and did it all the way through high school.
No, it did not go. It was not my entire career, but
Okay.
it
So
was
that
my
on,
entire.
can I
It
just
was my
say that
entire
was
middle school
clarification
career.
of my second question. That doesn't
Yeah,
count as like okay, cool.
yeah, my entire middle school career, which may have gone on more than maybe season and a half, but it didn't translate. Like by the time I was a senior in high school, I wasn't still doing it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Um okay. Let's see if I can make this work. Was it for CYO basketball?
It was not. It was Catholic school league,
Mm.
and I think we played. I think there were 9 Catholic schools in the league, and this is like Wilkes-Barre Catholic schools, not like Philly Catholic schools, where like they're actually better than the public schools. This was like Wilkes-Barre Catholic schools, where we're definitely nowhere near as good as the public schools. I couldn't.
Yeah, yeah. Lansdale's the same way. We
When I
thought
moved to
we were
Philly,
better.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, the Catholic schools beat the public schools. I'm like, well, that never happened to me growing up.
Yeah.
And if we did, it was a big day,
Oh, biggest day. Like, dude,
huge day.
anytime it happened, when I went to Catholic school, anytime you beat the public school, it was the biggest thing that ever was. And they
Dude,
still talk about it to this
because
to this day.
we had 60 boys in our school, and they had
600.
yes 541. So if
Yeah.
we got them, it was a real big day.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this: in the Catholic school in our town, I had more kids in my graduating class than they had in the entire school.
That
So,
doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
I
So,
graduated from a Catholic high school in Kingston, Pennsylvania, with 116 kids. That was my graduating class.
must have been a blast. Your fingers must have stunk.
There was some blasting. There was some blasting.
You
That's for
must have had
sure.
the stankest damn fingers. All right, how many questions do I got left?
I think you asked two and a half, maybe three.
All right,
Uh, I think you're right. I think we're right on the. I think we're right on the precipice
I'll
right now.
say three and eliminate two for me.
All right, I'm gonna knock out myself, and I am gonna knock out the big thrill.
Love it. All right, my
And
guess
Gallagher,
is
Murph, and Meeg.
I'll tell you this then. I'm loving this. I love it, and I love you. I know Murph was a baseball man. He's a b-ball man, right? But
Great
then I
baseball player.
also know Meeg. I don't know. Not the if anything, he's a shooting guard. But if you're going to be at the foul line a lot, which I assume this person kind of was, that the fact that they discovered that they're better from the left side, then they're probably tall and goofy and somewhat unathletic at a young age. So my thought process is that it was tall, goofy Gallagher, who's just, and also he's the kind of guy that's like, oh no, I can do this. I'm not breaking the rules. You need to know I can do this. So my guess is the one and only Daniel P. Gallagher.
Daniel Patrick Gallagher is the guess. I'm sorry, Matt. The answer there was Murph. Murph in eighth grade came to
Ugh,
Regis Academy. He had been thrown out of every public school
sure.
and other
Sure.
school that around our uniforms. We were the Regis Academy Kingsmen. Our uniforms were
Ooh.
purple and gold. They were not cool.
Ah,
Murph wore knee high Red Sox while he
of
played. He
course.
called them the Shack. And he had the sweet Rodmans. Remember the Rodmans with
Oh, the
the
worms. I had the
sides, the
worms. Oh,
worms?
great shoe with the zipper. Great shoe.
Incredible shoe. And Murph decided that when he was academically eligible to play, which was not all the time,
Mm.
but when he was going to shoot his free throws from the absolute left side of the free throw line. And there were a number of officials who were like, "You're not allowed to do that." And Murph, being the guy he was at like 13, was like, "Check the rule book, bitch. I'm only existing in this world to be like contrary to what
I'm
like
anarchy. Hello, my
I
name is
I am
Murph.
exactly. I am anarchy. I'm only here. I thought Gallagher would be a good distraction because I thought Gallagher would be a guy
You're
who's like,
right.
I've done the math here. My angle's more important here, and
True. That's
I like
my
that.
exact thought. Yeah.
That's what I hope. No, the answer is Murph. Murph wore a purple uniform when he was academically eligible to play with knee-high red socks, shot from the left end of the free throw line. Probably shot like 86% too. Like he was good.
Oh wow.
Like
Okay.
he was good. And it freaked out coaches. Other coaches were like, he can't do that. And Murph would just stand there and just be like, I'm
Read the
so
rule
happy.
book.
I'm so happy.
This is the only thing. I don't have to make it now. I've accomplished everything I needed to accomplish.
I'm
I've
so
created anarchy.
happy. Yeah, people here are pissed off about this. And when all said and done, the answer is yes, I can. The answer is Murph. I'm sorry, Matt. We both missed out on that one.
Tough one. Good stuff, though. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Can I say this? Murph transferred schools and was an anarchist troublemaker in eighth grade. His fingers must have stunk in that Catholic school.
Dude, Murph showing up from public school to our
Oh,
small Catholic school
was
after
this when
being
he had the dyed hair as well?
yeah, I don't know. He might not have dyed the hair till sophomore year, but like he definitely came in as like the resident bad boy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
fingers stinking. Yeah.
we're in a small town, and all of a sudden Matt Myers coming to Regis. Why? Because he's heaven won't take him, and hell doesn't want him back, and that's the only place he's allowed to go. Yeah, no, he did. He did a.
Were you guys already buddies before he went to school there, or did you become buddies after?
No, I met Murph when I was 3 years old, and
Okay.
we were buddies for the entire time. So I was thrilled to have him there.
Oh, it's the best.
Uh,
It's like your best public school friends coming to. I would have
yeah,
been thrilled. You
yeah.
know.
I mean, he probably skimmed a couple that would have been in my wake had he not showed up. But there was, I'm not trying to lie, Maddie, but I was pretty cool in eighth grade too. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I
no,
wasn't sweating it. I did
no,
okay.
you guys were
We did
you
okay.
guys were stanking both hands,
We did
Daddy.
okay. We were
You had some
A-okay.
stanking fingers, Daddy.
A-okay.
Nice. All right, cool. So let's move on. How about a little same brain?
Ooh, the same brain.
Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Basketball.
Pancake.
Fucking, where do we even go with that? Vern, I'm going with you. I'm going with you. I'm
Okay.
going with you.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Syrup.
Waffle.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now we're going together.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Butter.
French toast.
Fuck. No,
You know
Vern,
what?
now I got you. No. Now I got you. Now I got you. Now I got you.
Let's just call it what it is and what we're all here to see, right? What's the star of the show? Let's go.
I don't know.
What's the star of the show? We can have all those things. What are all those things not lacking if we don't have?
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Eggs.
Bacon.
Fuck me.
All right. Hey.
Now
hey,
we know. Now we know.
Now we
There's
know.
one fucking thing.
Yep.
All right.
Damn right. Yep.
3, 2, 1. Sausage.
Sausage. All right. All right. We got there. We got there. We got there.
All right. Let's get right back into it, Daddy. Let's get right back. No time to waste. We're on the clock.
Nope.
3, 2, 1. Porn.
Subway.
Porn and Subway. I think we know where we're going, and it's not a great direction.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Jared.
Train. Let's go with train. Wow. Okay.
I went the exact wrong way on that one, Daddy.
I thought train was right there.
I thought you meant Subway the sandwiches.
I started with Subway the sandwiches, but then you said porn, and I thought, okay, well, there's something that these two have in common, which is a train.
Vern, let's stay on your train of thought. Because you've done the Subway, you've done a train. What's another? Right? Here we
go. Fuck.
I'm saying another form of transportation. Right?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Bus.
L.
Close. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Car.
Taxi.
Okay. Close. All right.
Taxi and car.
Right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Uber.
There we go.
All right. Last one, Daddy. Let's go. Let's get into it. Daddy.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Is your brain cleared?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. JFK.
Socks.
JFK and socks. I don't even know where we're gonna meet.
That's
two like the furthest things, but we can stay with you.
No, let's stay with you.
Okay. Fuck. I don't even know. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Assassination.
Jackie O.
Okay. Hey. We're there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a third person in this mix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You've heard my two.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Lee Harvey
Lee
Oswald.
Harvey Oswald. Wow. That was some. That might have been our most interesting same brain
Woo!
that we've done
Woo!
thus far. We got like a 6 and a 2 threes.
Yeah, not bad. All right, Vern,
Not
but it's
terrible.
time to keep on moving down the road. Time to tell these yuppies to do something. You know what it's time to tell
Oh,
them to do?
oh, I can't wait.
Time to tell them back the feck off. You're
Why
gonna
don't you
get
guys
up and you're gonna back the feck off. All right,
just back the fuck off,
back the
guys?
fuck
All
off.
right, back off.
Back the fuck off. And you know what we're telling them to back the fuck off of, Vern?
I cannot wait, Maddie. You have been so hot these last couple weeks.
So hot.
I'm already agitated.
Here we go. You know who we're telling them to back the fuck off? Back off Tom Cruise, yuppies. Back the fuck off Tom Cruise.
Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Listen, guys, I understand people want to be like, oh, Tom Cruise, he's hanging on to planes, he does a bunch of stunts. That's not cool. You ever see The Outsiders?
Oh, so
Okay.
good.
Tom Cruise has been doing this shit since before you goddamn yuppies were born. By the basic definition of you being yuppies, it means that he was doing this before you were risky business.
Oh, all the
The
right
fuck out of
moves.
here. All the right moves.
Jerry
Come on,
fucking
guys.
Maguire.
Rain Man,
Oh, Days of Thunder.
Top Gun,
Oh, Top Gun.
and also not for nothing because everyone wants to break his balls about hanging onto a plane. Mission Impossible 1, that movie
Oh,
rules. It
rule.
absolutely rules.
Mm-hmm. You know it's a sleeper great movie of his?
What's that?
Minority Report.
So good.
So good.
So
So
good.
good.
You know
Dude,
what's an incredible movie of his?
what?
War of the Worlds. You know what
Oh,
another one is?
great movie.
The one he does with what's her face? Krasinski's wife, Emily Blunt. What's that one?
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise has been giving you nothing but solid gold fucking slammers for
Entertainment.
35 years.
He's fucking entertainment. All right?
How dare you? How dare you start making jokes now? Like, oh, I guess Tom Cruise wants to die. Oh, the next movie, Tom Cruise is going to jump into a volcano. You know what? He fucking might. And if he does, it's going to be because it's entertaining. And he
Yeah.
gives a shit about it. Tom Cruise has been doing this goddamn bullshit. He's been putting his ass on the line for your entire lives, yuppies. And for a little bit of your parents' lives. And you better show them some fucking respect.
You know what, Bern? I'll tell you this, right? Tom Cruise has dedicated his life to entertaining people. Okay? He entertains people. And I'll tell you, there's few that do it better. Few that do it better. He is incredible at what he does. The action, the fighting, the acting, the performances, they're all fantastic. All of it is fantastic. He researches his roles, he does the work, he shows up in shape, he sacrifices his body, he sacrifices his health, he breaks his goddamn leg, he's jumping off of buildings, he's flying across mountains, he's trying to break every record that he can. He's not resting on his laurels. Hey, we've all seen 100 Fast and Furiouses, and yeah, they're whatever, but they're doing the same thing each time, okay? Tom Cruise is upping his game in every movie, and he's not going to do it unless he can up his game. Otherwise, it's not worth it to him.
Listen,
It's
you talk
not.
about the Fast and the Furious, right? You know why Tom Cruise hasn't been in any of the Fast and the Furious movies? Because none of those motherfuckers actually drive the cars. And Tom Cruise is like, I'm not doing the movie unless I can actually drive the car out of the
Yeah.
plane that
Yeah.
parachutes onto the aircraft carrier that
Yeah.
I can do a 7-second burnout. I'm not doing it.
No.
That's all I do. Couldn't agree more, Maddie. Tom Cruise is a audience's actor, right? People talk
Yes.
about, and he had some sexy stuff, a little interview with
Sure.
Empire. He's a
Eyes
sexy
wide
guy.
shut.
Eyes
Yeah.
wide shut. He did some sexy stuff.
Some
But
Vanilla Sky.
right. But Tommy boy, Thomas, William Thomas Mapplethorpe, which is his real name, realized at a very early age, I'm Tom Cruise. I'm
Damn
going to
right.
do some cool shit. I cannot wait to see what Tom Cruise does in this Mission Impossible movie. I can't wait to see what Tom Cruise does in his next movie. I can't wait to see the movie that eventually kills Tom Cruise because I am 100% positive he will die doing something awesome. And
Yeah.
here's the good news: the Academy Awards next year added a new category. You know what it is, Maddie?
What?
Stunt work.
Oh,
Tom Cruise
goddamn right.
is going to get an Oscar for
Fucking
being
right, dude.
the firm, an incredible leading man,
Oh,
and one of the like Jackie Chan level stunt dude across his career, and he
yeah.
deserves every goddamn accolade. Stop talking shit about Tom Cruise. Stop
Hey,
pretending
Brent,
you're not impressed.
yeah, can I tell you about another movie where he didn't have to do any action? He was still phenomenal. You want to know
What's
what it's
that, man?
called? A Few Good Fucking Men. Heard of it? Fucking heard of it much? Incredible performance. Incredible. Him, Kevin Pollak was great. Jackie Nicholson
Demi Moore,
killed it.
he's toe to toe with Nicholson. Nicholson is
Ah,
just chewing. He's chewing right in his face. And he's just like,
yeah.
fuck you, you fucking pretty boy, you fuck. Dude, Cruz is the
Also, one of
man.
the most memorable lines in all of cinematic history. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Incredible. Incredible. Lives on forever. One of the biggest lines in the history of cinema.
And he
Who's in
nailed it.
it? No surprise. Tom fucking Cruise.
Yeah. So everyone, all these yuppies who are pretending they're not impressed with Tom Cruise's career. Oh, he's just a rich old dude who wants to do crazy stunts. Go back and watch the catalog, you
Yeah.
fucking assholes. And if you have
Yeah.
to, ask your parents who they were making out to in the movie theater. I guarantee you they're saying, like, well, Risky Business was pretty good. Tom
Yeah.
Cruise has been doing it since goddamn doing it. He's figured out how not to age.
Yep.
It might be some Scientology shit. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But if it is, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Tom Cruise, for continuing to bring me some of the ballsiest badass shit I've ever seen.
I'll tell you this too, Bern. I will tell you this and I'll tell you this flat out. There's an award. If there's an Academy Award they should have, okay? You know what it is? It's the best runner in the history of movies and cinema. No one, no one runs on screen like Tom fucking Cruise.
High
Okay?
knees, straight hands, very quick feet. Very quick feet. I mean, he's
It's the
hustling.
best. Dude, it is the best run in all of movies, in all of cinema. No one runs better than Tom Cruise. It's an incredible run. So
Maddie, you might be
incredible
right.
that he does it every movie, and every time I'm like, it's so good. It is so good.
And you
No
know
one
it's
runs
coming.
better on film.
You
No one
know
runs
it's
better on
coming.
film.
And every once in a while he's like, yeah, where am I running? Up a building. Where am I running? On the wing of a plane.
Yeah. And running goddamn great.
We
Running great.
we are blessed. Maddie, you and me, and right around that 40-year-old mark, we are goddamn blessed that we came up
Goddamn.
in the pinnacle of Tom Cruise movie
Yeah.
star world. And anybody thinks it's ironic or funny to bash Cruise, fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Fuck
I'll tell you this,
off.
Bern. You know what? The movies had lost something, right? Since COVID. The movies maybe have lost viewers, right? Maybe they've lost attendance.
Attendance for
Maybe
sure.
maybe they've lost some creativity. A lot of remakes out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they've lost the je ne sais quoi of
A
being
little
as
bit of
big
that
as they used to be.
little bit
Maybe
of that pomp and circumstance, you know, a little bit
yeah,
of that
maybe they
pomp.
lost some of that previous aesthetic that they had. But you know what's one thing Tom Cruise never lost? He never lost that goddamn love and feeling. And it's still there every time he's on the big screen.
Whoa,
Because
whoa,
he's Tom
whoa,
fucking Cruise, daddy.
bodo, bodo,
I'm juiced. Burn, I'm
bodo,
juiced. You ready
boom,
for our next
boom, boom.
gimmick? I'm juiced. I'm
I don't know
juiced.
how we're gonna beat Tom Cruise, but yeah, just throw it at me, Maddie. What do we got?
Yeah, maybe we should have gone Cruise second because our next
We probably
topic,
should go do second.
Yep. Maybe should have. But next topic, we're talking cutting grass. Getting out there and cutting grass.
You
All
know
right.
what? No, no. I think this is right. I think we did this the right way. Cutting grass. Guys, it's a rite of passage. Okay.
Right.
No one's happy when their mom kicks them in the bed at 8:30 on a Saturday morning. You got to cut the grass. My mom always had this big thing. We had to get up so early because we had to cut the grass. My yard is tiny, right? 8:30, get cut the grass. Are you cutting the grass? Get up and cut the grass. We got to cut the grass. It's 8:30. 8:45, you're like, the grass is cut. What's next? And she's like, I don't fucking know. Whatever. Like, I don't care. I just wanted to make sure you assholes cut the grass. Cutting the grass is a rite of passage. Okay. And then sometimes when you're growing up in the neighborhood, I'd cut my grass. And then anybody have like an old lady who lives across the street? And your old man's like, you're cutting her grass too. Because she doesn't get
Damn
out.
right.
You can cut her
Damn right.
grass too. And then eventually you get tired of cutting all the grass for free and you go like, hey, can I make some money cutting grass? And your old man's like, you're goddamn right you can, but you're going to cut everybody's grass on the street. Knock on every door. Can I cut your grass? $5. Can I cut your grass? $5. I'll cut your grass $5. Hey, all of a sudden you're a 10-year-old, you got $26 in your pocket. It only took you 4 hours, but you didn't have anything else to do on a goddamn Saturday morning. Cutting the grass is a rite of passage. Children should do it. If your children are too young, you should do it. If you don't want to do it and you want to pay somebody to do it, and I'm not talking about some neighborhood kid on the street. I'm talking like you have the truck show up and they come and zip and zoom. And Maddie, I know you live in a high income area. I don't know what your HOA does. Maybe they come and zip and zoom and cut your grass.
They might zip and
Maybe,
zoom.
maybe that's part of your deal, right? If that's part of your deal, you paid for that.
I put in my time on the mower, Daddy. I put in
Exactly.
my time.
Exactly. But cutting grass should be like pretty much, I think, the first job every kid has. Every kid
Yeah.
should cut their teeth on cutting grass.
Can I tell you this too? When I was coming up, my dad, he liked making things into workouts, raking leaves, chopping wood, that type of stuff.
Sure,
Cutting
sure.
the grass, no exception. So guess what old Uncle Matty had? The manual push mower.
Oh, the
Not,
little
dude.
spinner, the
Yeah,
spinner.
dude. Not electric, not gas. It was the manual mower. It was a wheel with some blades on it, and it chopped up. I'll tell you, you had to cut the grass more, but it looked good. It was a good cut. It
And
was
you
a
weren't,
good cut,
and you
Daddy.
know what? You were rolling that shit over a bunch of times, but you weren't raking much because that was really chopping up. That's the Andy Lavelle special. Because Andy Lavelle's
Yeah.
the kind of guy who knew like I'm not having soft kids. They're cutting. Not only are they cutting the grass, they're cutting the grass in the least efficient way that's humanly possible.
Dude, you had to go over each row twice, you know? It was dude, Bach used to help me do it. It was a daddy. It was a daddy. And he had a big old yard too. Like it was when he used to live on an old foreman's house, but yeah. I mean, growing up we had a corner lot, so blessing and the curse when it came to
Yeah,
mowing the grass.
great for football,
Ah,
tough for
great.
mowing,
Great for a
tough for
game we used
mowing.
to call Smee the
Fella,
Smee the old fella with the ball. That's what we
mirror the
called it.
fella.
Me the fella.
I use fella as every replacement word for an inappropriate word that we use when we were kids. Like you can insert fella into any Biggie Small
Sure
song.
could.
It it,
Oh,
it, it works as a white guy, you
if you
know?
don't know, now you know, fella.
Fella. Yeah. Smear that fella. Yeah,
Pretty
corner lot.
great.
Great for football. Rough
Tough
for
for cutting.
landscaping.
Tough for cutting. I'll tell you this: I do live in a high income area, as we've all
As
said.
we very much established. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do have an HOA which hires a company that does our grass and mulch and you know a bunch of other stuff. But it's pretty great. But hey, I did my time. I did my time on the mower, Daddy. I worked with a landscaping crew. Alan Bach's dad owned a landscaping business, so I would help him out. Dude, I
Crazy.
did. Crazy was cutting grass since been cutting grass since been cutting grass.
You're
Daddy.
goddamn right he was.
So,
and guess what? You may live in a high-income area, but probably in like 11 years from now, your son's going to get a job. And guess what it's going to be? Cutting grass somewhere else.
Damn right. So, all right, Bern. Yuppies suck. That we know, but it's time to move on. Are you ready to move on?
Well, I don't know, Matt. What should we move on to?
Well, maybe this. The interior. It's a grimy back alley at night. Rain-slicked pavement reflects the neon glow of a distant sign. Empty dumpsters line one side. Anna, in her 20s, rain-soaked and trembling, faces Mark, also in his 20s, shadowed and tense, and who blocks her path.
Let me go, Mark. Please. There's nothing left to say.
Oh, God. Anna, there's everything left to say. You think I don't know what you did? I saw you.
You saw what you wanted to see. You twist everything.
Twist? I saw you with him, Anna. Right there. After everything we promised each other. After I gave you everything.
You gave me chance, Mark. You gave me a life I didn't want. A life you forced me into.
I gave you safety, okay? I gave you a way out, and you threw it all away for him? For some fleeting moment of what? What you think, freedom?
Don't touch me. You don't get to touch me anymore. Not after what you did.
What I did? What I did? You betrayed me. You broke me. Look at me, Anna. Look at me. And look at what you've done. And scene. Thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. I'm Matt Lavelle. He's Bern Podcasty. And in case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content and all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You know us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you'd like to be a guest on thy show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you this incredible content. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks. See ya!